Hello, so this is the introduction video about HubSpot. So you have watched the short version of that. So for this video, I'm gonna talk more in details about the feature of HubSpot that you need to know. So when you already log in into HubSpot, this is the appearance, all right, and we're gonna work more in this section, which called conversation and inbox. All right, so you get to here first. On this page, you can see on the left column, the first thing that you need to know, let's see, this button, this toggle button that you can turn on or off. So when you are on duty, you are watching the inbox, you need to turn it on, and when you are leaving, you need to turn it off. Okay, this is the first thing that you need to know. In here, there's so many sections. uh, the most important one is on open. That's the content all of the conversation, and the other things is the bot section. All right, and you know, this content on the conversation from any source, from any sources. So we have from Messenger, we have live chat, we have also email and WhatsApp. These are our sources from the conversation. So here the chat section is contain only conversation from live chat. All right, and the email. Okay, I mean, it's divided into many categories, but you only get to the on open, and sometimes you have to check on the bot section. So how it works? First, when the client, our most conversation is come from Messenger or even the live chat. So when the client click on the advertising or they click on the live chat button, this is our website, and you can see here we have the live chat button and also the Messenger. So first, when they click on that, there will be the automate bot. They will ask the question, and they will collect that data and put into the section in the right side. All right, normally the first question that they're gonna ask is like, are you willing to pay a small fee to get instant funding to trading in stock forex or metal market? All right, it yes, then the conversation, then the bot will proceed to the next question. They're asking about the name. All right, whatever the client type it here, the bot will insert it into the name section, as you can see here. So not anytime the client will answer the right name. So when you have the conversation with the client, you have to check again the name. Okay, when they announce themselves, you can fix the name again. Another question is very important. That's the email, and remember, after the conversation of the from the client with the client, you have to collect the emails. All right, so we can uh, send them email later to introduce about us. Remember, when the client contact via Messenger, we have 7 days to keep engaged to them. After 7 days, the Messenger from HubSpot will be blocked, and if you fail to collect the client email, so we have it's confident tally that the contact is lost forever. We cannot talk to them anymore after 7 days. So remember, the first goal is to collect the email. All right, even whatever a client they are interested into the service or not, whatever they are try to collect the email. This is our first goal. All right. And yeah, after the email, also the next thing that the bot will ask, this is the country. All right. So when the client answer, the bot will put into the country and region in this side. It's also very important because depend on what region you are. If you are like Malaysian, so you can take on the Malaysian country, the client from Malaysia. So the other member who is English speaker, they cannot take the client from Malaysia or Thailand. Maybe we have Chinese. Okay, so it's very very important. And that is it. I would say again, the bot will collect the name, email, and the country. All right, and put in the right section. This section. So this section is contain the client information. We have the name, email, phone number. All right, the last contact and the country. If in your view right now that not contain as many of the information as I am, so you can add more information properties on that by click on the client information. Anyone, all right, anyone, just click on that, and here in this button action, right, you click on that and you choose a customize properties. Right, I would suggest these are the information that you need to know, that compulsory on your view. We have email, phone number, the contact owner. Contact owner is very important to anyone who work as a sales member. When you talk, when you are the first one to talk, to engage to the client, you have to put the contact owner into you. So when the client they buy the service, they pay for the service, the commission will count on you. So it's very important. Last contact is also okay. Life cycle stage, yeah, it's very important because it can, let me get back here for a second. Life cycle stage, when you talk to a client and you know what is what type of the client is, like they are interested in learning how to trade. All right, they don't have experience, you can put them into the learning category. All right, if they already pay for a service, so you will put them on the customer. Yeah, and the other things we have like opportunity, like the client is very interesting, they know how to trade, but they did not create the account with us, so you can put on the opportunity. The reason for this is you can sort it out because you have many clients. So when you filter out the category, later on you can separate the other category, so you can take care of them by email. All right, or you have the way to talk to them. Okay, to encourage the client that they will join us to pay for the service. All right, so the life cycle stage, also the lead status, they have the same purpose. It's very important. All right, the next important property is the country. So I suggest you add IP country and the country region. When the client they answer the bot about what country they are, it will automatically add in the country region. If the client somehow they click on the advertising in some specific country like Malaysia, like Thailand, all right, so the HubSpot also know that the client is from Thailand or Malaysia, it will auto add the country on IP country. Okay, so these two, IP country and country region, is very important. You can add trust pilot review, create detail, and IP country code maybe it's already there. So yeah, that is all the information that you need to know, that you need to add on the information view. Click on save. Alright, so you already set up the property, the view on the client information right here in this section. Now let's back to the the biggest size, the biggest area of the page. Here is the conversation. In this section, this is the owner. I mean, this is the owner of the conversation. It's not the same with the contact owner, right? The contact owner, which means you own the contact. You own the contact. When this contact pay for the service, you will get the commission. But for this owner, which means you own the conversation, you are talking to the client. This is important for for customer service people. When you talk to the client, you put your name on that, like Martin. All right, and you click on that, and it will show to another member that you are talking to this client. Please do not disturb in the middle of the conversation. It's also have the green button right here that show that you are online. If you are not online, it will like it's in the gray button, like yeah, it's button or something. This is the purpose of this owner. All right, and this is the conversation, and you just type out what you need to say to the client. Also, you have internal chat, which means you have to comment here that only the people from the company, your team member, can see it in here. You can also, here in this section, you can tag another member, like I can tag myself here, and it will send the notification to the member who is get tagged here. All right, and you can have the conversation internally on this chat between the member. All right. There's no to say here. In this video I'm not gonna talk about the sales flow, how to talk to the client, but there's one thing that very related to sales flow, which is snippet. So sales flow mean the step that we have to follow to talk to the client, and how can we follow the step. If you are already learn about the sales flow, you know that we have 4 or 5 compulsory steps to introduce our service to the client, and also send them, and also guide them how to create the account, guide them about how our service work. So we have like if you have like the first step is introduce yourself, right? So you just simply insert, all right, and get to snippet and press 1. Actually first, you see here the snippet first response. You just click on that, and it will automatically get your name. All right, actually get the client name and put also your name, and finish the sentence for you. You just press send. So that's called the snippet, which is very related to the sales flow. The same things go to the second step. You just press second. All right, you will have so many language also. So very crucial for you to check again the information before you send out to the client. All right, just like the first step, the hotspot will automatically take the client name. So sometimes they not put the right name, sometimes they put the bad works. All right. So you have to check again if the work is not inappropriate to send to the client. So you have to delete it. All right. That's how you use the snippet. Yeah, there's so many snippets here. So if you want to check the full snippet, you get to the manage. All right, this is content on of the snippet. So okay, as mentioned, I will talk very fast about snippet. So let's say you have very nice sentence that you think that you will send to client like a lot, and better you save it as a snippet so you don't have to retype them again and again in the next time. So you can create your own snippet, get to conversation snippet. All right, and you can create one. Remember to type in the headline, the headline that everyone will know. Remember, you can create the snippet that only you can see it, or if you want anybody from the company can use, so you can just publish it. So you need to put a good name so everybody will understand what is the purpose of this snippet. Put on the headline. Okay, and type out the content. So here one trick for you. Remember the first step on the save flow. HubSpot will automatically get your name and your and the contact name. Remember that. So how to do that? You can get to the personalized. All right. If the contact you want to get the contact name, type, you choose contact, and you search for the first name. All right. You click on that. See here, it will show a little code. Yeah, a little code. Like let's say you want to create a snippet that the first line gonna be hello. There's something wrong with hello. Contact first name. All right, and my name is. Now this time you want to add your name. All right, so you get to the sender and first name. So the HubSpot will know if you publish this snippet, like the other team member, when they use this snippet, the HubSpot will take their name instead of your name. All right, to replace this block. The other thing is contact owner. The contact owner. Yeah, the contact owner. But I suggest you when you create the snippet, you use the sender first name instead of contact owner. And I believe that's all that you need to know when you create the other property. I don't think you're gonna use it. So mostly just contact first name, sender first name, contact the contact owner, and that's it. So you don't use the other one. That's how the trick. That is the trick to create the snippet for a better one. And that's it for the conversation. The next thing that you need to know, as when the client come to you, they want to have a conversation, and they have an inquiry, so they need some problem to solve. All right, so you will check the information, and below here we can create the ticket. For people who don't know the ticket is we will type in the problem, the inquiry. All right, and then we will send the ticket to the back team, to the technical team, so they can resolve the problem for the client. Here, down here, you can click on create the ticket. and put on the name. All right, the pipeline is always in project task. All right, remember that. The ticket status, there's so many ticket status. So first I will get to the ticket page for you. Here on the service, you get on the ticket. As you can see here, there's so many columns. I will fast forward. Remember, this information always including on the test. All right, so please take note about that. We have the to-do column. It contain most of the issue from the client. If the client requests for KYC, you will put here on this column. If they request for a withdrawal, maybe refund, you put here in this section. Request exchange. So we have if the client buy wrong package or they want to change the package, you create ticket and you will put on here. Trading platform issue as its name, and yeah, these 5 columns is where we put on the ticket because we are mostly from sales or customer service, correct? So we will put the ticket only on the first 5 columns. The following one is from the back team when they see the ticket, right, and they finish it or they not solve it or they cannot solve it or whatever it is, they will drag into the other column by themselves. Okay, sometimes you will do it also, but for create the ticket you put on the first 5 columns. All right, the remaining one you not put the ticket on it. Yeah. Now I back to the created ticket. All right, here. First you put a ticket name. I just mentioned the pipeline is on with project task. All right, and the column I also just mentioned to do request KYC, request for withdrawal, request exchange, and trading platform issue. The first one you put the category on that. Ticket owner. All right. Well, it's out of the subject, but normally if you will put the ticket owner to who is the contact owner, because they own the contact, they will earn the commission from that. So they need to know what is their customer issue. They need to follow that. So you will put the ticket owner, also the contact owner. All right. Priority, you put the priority on that, the date, and remember to check again the contact. It should be here. And also if they have the problem with the contact, with the trading account, right? Trading account, also the deal account. So you put the account number here in this section. Like they report that the account 96032, kind of like that. Yeah, it's appear here. You click on that on the deal, and then that's it. Remember, you have to fill out on the information, ticket description, medium, before you can create the contact. All right. Yeah, here it's create. When after it's created, it will show on the ticket, and depend on what status that you're putting, it will appear on that column. Yeah. Also out of the subject, but when you click on one of the ticket, also here is the link. You will report this link to our KYC, our support group, our back team, to inform them, okay, to aware of them that there is a ticket that open, so they will proceed to resolve it. All right, so the first category that I want to talk about is how you filtering the data and how you maintain your data. All right. So your job is not only talk to the new client, whoever come to us, and you talk to them. Not just that. Our job is also, maintain the contact, so that we can maintain the contact and also arrange the contact into some category. Like some of them are interest, but they are not buy yet. Some of them are new to the market, they interest to learning, and some of them try to mess with you, say we are scam for no reason. You put them on like on a dead section that you don't want to talk to them anymore. Also put into the category. Yeah, it's very important for all of us. So the after service, after marketing is very important to increase yourself, to increase the company revenues. So you need to learn about filtering the data. Once the data that belong to you, you put the contact owner. It will show up here in this page. Actually, it will show any contact that ever come to us. It will appear here on this section, and you can check whoever that the contact owner is belong to you by click on the contact owner and you click on me. All right. Yeah, it show your name. You can check how many contacts that you have right now. Like myself, I have 1,152 records. All right. In this page, just similar with the information that you can see in the inbox section on the right column. We have email, we have phone number, contact owner, and everything. It's also show up here in the contact page as a column. All right, like here, configuration, contact owner. Sorry, let's check. Yeah, it's a strong bar down here. It will show as the column. All right. So yeah, this is how you can check the contact that belong to you. So on your view right now, you might don't have as much as column as I have, because you need to add the column so you will know. First thing that for the filtering data, what is the purpose? All right, let's say there is one example. So this is all of my contact that belong to me. Let's say I want to, there is many client belong to me that from Vietnam, so I want to filter it out. Okay, just let me do it first. I will come back later, and I do slow later, so you will know. Just let's say that I want to filter out the client from Vietnam. All right, here, and what else? I want to also filter out that any Vietnamese client that also they already create the package. All right, they already they already create the account with us, but they didn't bought any package. So yeah, I will type one here. I will explain later. So yeah, here is all of the client that meet my condition for filtering. So let's say I just click on of them, and I will enroll into the servants. Yeah, I will enroll them into the servants. That is what I call filtering data and take care and remarketing to the client. First of all, you have many clients. You will have many clients, 100 to 1,000. All right. You cannot do one by one. You cannot, click on every of the contact to check again what they are, what type they are, what is the own conversation. All right. It take like forever, and nobody can do that. For sure, nobody can do that. That's why we do it in bulk. We do it one time, so many contact for one time, and that's why very important that you are label the contact into the category on the life cycle stage. All right, this is very important. Many people who already work here that they forgot to do that. They put the label on the client. Yeah. So if you want your work is efficient, you need to put the label. That is first. And secondary is enroll into the sequence. What is the sequence? Um, how about I just talk about the filtering for this section only, so you will know. If you want to filtering the data, you need to have the column, the information here in this page, the important one only. So you will know how to filtering, like here. I will show this is all of my sorry, this is my contact, correct? I will scroll up and down. Okay, and I see many Vietnam client. Okay, and they have only one deal, which means they only create they only create the account with us, but they did not buy. All right. The same thing, many Australian, many Malaysia. So the important thing is that I have to know that the information that I need to, that I will filter. I will have the big view before that I can, filtering the data. So yeah, I will just straightforward. If you don't, the view of yours is not same with me. Normally, I believe your contact view is only name, email, phone number, contact owner, created date. It's very simple, very less information. So you need to add more column on that by click on this edit column. Click on this edit column, and I would suggest, and you type out the property that you want to add, like country, IP country, all right, and the deal. So I will just straightforward. This is the property that you need to add. The first thing very important is email. The first thing, if you don't have, you have to add it on. The contact owner, created day is the third one. The last activity date, also very important. If you see, remember, if you not, you need to engage to the client frequently. Like at least 3 to 4 days, you need to send them an email to re-engage to them. So if last activity to check what is the last time the contact has been taken care of, like for this example, last activity day, you see today is 6th of May, last activity day is on from May 1. So if another sales member, they take care of this client and they close the deal, I will definitely close all of this client. All right. So if you want to maintain your client, you need to keep engaged to them like always. Yeah, you have to keep engage them always. Sorry, I would say again, the last activity date. All right, if you are lose engaged to the client for too long, and another sales member they taking care of the client, they close the deal, you will lose the contact owner, you will lose that contact, and you also will lose the deal. All right, so very important that you keep them engaged like frequently. All right, the best scenario is every day or a couple of days. For one time you send them one email. The next thing is the contact and deals, and also the number of associate deals. I believe this should be here together. So contact and deals that show that the client already have a deal with us, and the number of associate deals is how many deals that the client already have. All right, it's very important. Like just now, for the example, you can see that I'm filtering the number of associate deals is one. Right, I know that anyone has only one deal belong to them, that they are only register the account with us, but they did not buy anything. Here, let's check on. Let me filtering again. Number of associate deal is equal to one. Apply filter. All right. So let's check on randomly for anyone. Click on one. You see here, the deal is only one, and on the stage registration, they they did not buy anything. All right. Let's test again. If I increase the number into two, yeah. Click on someone. You see here, they have one deal is registration, and they also pay for another deal, which is $247 right here. That's how you filtering, because you know the information, right? So you can, yeah, you can filtering the data. All right. Number of sevens enrolled. I will talk about the sevens later after this section. So just add it on. All right. Lead status and life cycle stage is where that I just mentioned that you need to label the contact. So it's on here, the life cycle stage. So like filtering life cycle stage, anyone who is learning, when you talk to the client that they interest to learn how to trade, you label them as learning, and then later you will filtering any contact that has label learning, and then you will send the email like we have the learning course to help you gain your knowledge in trading. So that's the purpose. Number of associate deal I just talked about. Oh no, yeah, it's same thing. Honor assign date, to know when is the day that you assign that contact owner. Currently in sequence is also very important. All right, so you put it on, and then click on apply here, and then this is the view. All right, this is the view. Now I'm gonna talk about the filtering data. Also remember that many unassigned contact, when they, when they contact to us, and people like miss it. All right, people like miss it, or they click on the website, it will appear to this page, nobody take care, so it will label as unassigned on the column contact owner. This is very high chance for you to take the commission, so you will check on anyone who is unassigned better if they have email. All right, and you will click on the verify and send them the private email. Yeah. Now I will talk about the filtering. You will click on the advanced filter. Now this topic is might be very long about filtering. All right. So first to filter, you need to know what is the country. So you will send the email in proper language. Like people from Vietnam, you will use Vietnamese language. Malaysia, okay, we have Chinese, Espanol. Yeah. So that is the purpose of filtering the country first. Okay. Here's something very tricky. We have on the country, all right. We have IP country and the country region. You need to understand what it is, all right? How it's appear on each column. For the country region, remember on the conversation when the bot asks what country are you from, and whatever the client said, whatever the client replied to that question, it will put on the country region. Okay, so it's not always correct. Like someone can say ABC kind like that, and it's also add on the country region as ABC. So it's not not always correct. But for the IP country, you can see that there is a code that's the same for anyone. You see here on Zimbabwe, the country seem very legit in this section. Yeah, and it's on same. It's on same like Vietnam, on same Vietnam and United States. Okay, so on same. See here the different United States, but client will answer here USA. They from USA, so it's different. If you want to get the max out of the when you filtering the data, you need to filter also the country region. Like one more example, I will filtering the Vietnam. Okay, for the country region, and then I will filter more the IP country also in Vietnam. Okay, here is the region. Not always when the client from Vietnam they click on the ad, all right, they contact to us, the IP country will appear that they are from Vietnam. Then not always is the case, all right. Let me check what is the example. See here, IP country, they not show that they from Vietnam, but when they contact to us and they tell the bot that they are from Vietnam, so it will show in the country region. So you will get the max out of the filtering. You see here I have 739 record, but if I delete like one of that, I delete the country region. You see here the record now is only 633 record left, so you miss like 100, more than 100 record. So for the country, remember that you filtering the two value. Okay. Also very important that you can see here we have or and and. If you already learn about the Excel, you know the condition, right? You choose or, so it will show up neither if the IP country is Vietnam or the country region is Vietnam. All right. If you put N on this, let me delete, and you put N on this, and let's check the country region. I will turn Vietnam. Apply filter. You see here the filter now is only 76 record only. That means you miss a lot of contact. Why? Because it show only the country region from Vietnam and the IP country from Vietnam. It have to go together. All right. So then you miss a lot of the other condition. So that's why you have to know when you put and when you put or. Yeah, this topic is like very long. So if you not really understand that, you ask directly to your leader, they will explain to you in person. I believe that way is more, more efficient for you. So for now, you need to know, whether you need or and. Okay. Now is the scenario that you need to put on the end. Now I need to filtering the IP country from Vietnam, and they have associate deal is just now. It's only one. Okay, apply filter. Yeah. So now the condition is met. Only the number of associate deals on one. See, it's on one. If you want to put more, the country region is Vietnam. Okay. So you will also add the number of associated deal below here. So the condition will be maxed out. All right. See here. If you not put this one, it will show the IP country from Vietnam and the number of associated deal is one, and also any contact that had country region is Vietnam. It's not including the number of associated deal is one. Okay. Here, this is the example. All right. It's a country region from Vietnam, and let's check the deal. Yeah, some of them don't have the deal, some of them have two, some of them have three. Okay, so it's not correct. Yeah, there is so many scenario that you need to filtering the data, but this is like the basic, the introduction of how you filter the data. All right, there is not so complicated. Actually, we have some scenario that you need to filter out, like you have English, you have Vietnamese, or you have your own language like Chinese or whatever. If you are the sale from Chinese region or Thailand region, all right, and you need to filter out whether it's already create the account with us or not, or if they are learning or something. We have like 5 or 6 scenario only to filtering out. All right, and if you get used to it, it's not, for me it's not so much complicated. Yeah. On the last topic, I have talked about the filtering data. So what is the purpose of filtering the data? So I just now I enroll them into the sequence. So now for this, I will explain to you what is the sequence, how to create one. All right. But first thing I need to explain that you need to know how to control your data in bunch. All right, in multiple. Like if you already filtering the data that met your condition, you just need to click on them. You click on this corner, and we will, automatically choose on the checkbox here, and then you just enroll into the sequence. Also, you have, several things that you can do with multiple, like you can change them into, you can create the task, or you can edit, them, you can edit the information. All right, like this page I can edit them, I can edit the list status maybe into the section that you can label them in multiple. All right, that's how you do in bunch. You can assign the deal owner also. Yeah. Now let's talk to the sequence. All right, what is the sequence? So the sequence is the multiple email that you will send them automatically by HubSpot day by day. All right. Back to the last example, like we have I filtering out the Vietnamese, and they just create they just register the account with us. They did not buy anything. So let's say I will, send them the email. Actually, I send them a lot of email like every day to introduce about our promotion, to push them, let's buy at this time right now, because there is a promotion. If you not buy right now, the promotion will end. All right. The purpose is, of course, to increase your sale, to make your commission. Correct. Yeah. I know that they are from Vietnam, so I will create the email but in Vietnam language. The content from each email every day is different. That introduce about our promotion, kind of like that. So I have one example. This one, as its name, affiliate 7 for Thailand. So as when I see the headline, I know that this 7 is the purpose for Thailand people. All right. And to introduce the affiliate feature from our, yeah. When you click, first of all, you need to get to automation and 7. All right. And then you click on, you click on any 7 that appear right now. See. And then you click on a step. Yeah, step. You have the 5 steps. The first day, HubSpot will send this email. I don't know the content. I don't speak Thailand, but this is clearly the purpose is for Thailand people. The second day, it will send another email, and another one. It's continuous for 5 days, and until the last day, it will create the task for you to call the client to follow up if they interested or not. Yeah. So before I talk about how you can create the 7, which is if you knew your job is not to create the 7, all right. But you need to know what is the 7 because it's already there in the name. Let me check here. This guy not register, get them into the system. It's clearly is for the English. Let's check again the name. Oh no, it's VN for Vietnam. So clearly for any client that not register with us and we want to get them into the system, we want to push them to create the account with us. So this is clearly the name of the 7, the headline. You can read it. You for now you don't need to know how to create the 7, so you know the name, right? Now this is the purpose of filtering the data. When you know there is the 7 that can help you to push some client to buy the service, right? So first you filter that out the data. It's on the same page. You click choose everything and then you enroll into the 7. One page or maximum 50%, so you will adjust or only 50 page only, and then you click on and enroll into the 7. You will choose the proper 7 that you want to enroll them. All right, affiliate maybe. Click on that. Some of them will be, you cannot send them because there's no email address, or they not register to, they block our email, so it's fine. Okay, just continue, and then you click on enroll 7 of the contact, and that's it. All right. And now from that moment, or you can choose later, send now or send later. You can choose the day. And now from that moment, when you enroll the 7, if you choose now, the HubSpot will automatically start to send the email to any of the client that you choose to enroll on that 7. All right. And the next day it will continue. It's automatically. All right. You don't need to remember anything. Your job is just filtering and enroll them into the 7. Now let's talk about how to rate the sequence. Here on the sequence page, you will click on create the sequence. All right. Here's some function of the sequence. Here first you need to you need to put a name. Remember you need to put the name that can show clearly the purpose of that sequence. All right. And also remember to put in the end what is the language. If you use English, you don't need to put anything, but if you use another language like Bahasa or Chinese, you need to note in the end of the sequence name, like no, you cannot you not yet create the name yet. You can do it later. Now let's talk about the function of the sequence. We have automate email, which I suggest you use only this. All right, not manual email, because you for the manual you need to click on like the send email button like every day, so it's not efficiency. Please choose the automate email if you want to send the email to them. Also, we have the call task. All right, it will create the task for you that you will make a call to the client, or any other task that's on the general task. All right. On the last button, I don't know what it is. You will choose here, start from scratch, and then create the sequence. All right. Now you can change the sequence name here. Once you choose the sequence, once you choose the function, click on the new thread. All right. So before you create the sequence, you must create the email template before. So create the sequence is very important, very easy. You just click on new thread. You now choose the email template. All right. And another thread, new email template. And let's say if you want to create the call task, all right, create the task here. So on the next day, you will have a task that you need to call the client, and then just click on save, and that's it. Click on save, and that's it. All right. So yeah, that I just mentioned that before you create the sequence, you need to create the email template that you can get to conversation and the template, and click on the new template from scratch. Create the template is very similar to create the snippet. All right, you just put the name. The name is the name of the template. The subject is the headline, is the line of the email that the client can see. Okay, so it's these two are different. The name you only can see it, but the subject it will show to the client. Also in the content, the same like when you write the snippet, you can write the code to tag the client first name, or you can put your name by send the first name. Yeah, it's similar to when you create the sequence. Remember that. So when you create the template, now you can come back to the sequence, and then you choose the proper email template, and then put it on the sequence. Okay, that's it. That's it for how to create the sequence. It's very easy. Remember, before you create the sequence, you have to get confirmation, approval from the higher manager, like your leader, or from the admin. All right. So not anyone can create the sequence, but you can contribute giving out the idea of the new sequence. All right. The last thing also very important, when you already enroll the sequence to the client, right? So how can you check the efficiency of the sequence? How can you check if the client open the email or if the client reply to the email? On the sequence page, you can see here the analyze. All right. Yeah. This is all the sequence that you already enrolled. And then it shows the stats, that how many people open, how many people click on the links, and how many people replied. All right. Remember, very important that people reply to the sequence, so you need to check, click on the reply here. It will show all the people that replied to the sequence, which means the sequence is working. Yeah, this one, like for example, I missed this, so this is my fault. Remember, if you are fail to reply to the client when you enroll the sequence, there will be, fine, or or your leader will, will cut off your contact, like next time. Okay, there will be uh, there will be penalty for anyone who missed to reply to the client. All right. So yeah, I probably get the penalty from this one because I'm not reply to the client. I will pretty much will reply him right now before I forget. All right. The other stats is for sure that how many client is open or looking at the email, all right, or click on the links. So yeah, and more stats from here. All right, so this is about the sequence. Let's get to another feature. The last section that I want to cover is the deal section, and also wrap up everything when you uh, talk to the client and check the information, try to resolve of the problems, or know how to create the proper ticket, and then connect it with our back team. The first thing is the sale. You get to the sales and deals. All right. So once the client buy a package, all right, the deal will be created on the deals section. Get to size sales and deals. All right. So many columns here. Actually, we are sales. Okay. Customer service. We cannot create the deal, only the back team. So here is only we check the information only. Actually, on this page, all right, mostly for sales to check their revenue, all right, or research the deal number. The the deal number is also their account number, all right, to log in into the trading platform. Uh, First, you if you want to know how much revenue that you make, and then you can count how much commission that you get, so you can check the deal owner that belong to you. All right, and you can see how much the money that you already close This purpose for in the end of the month, our secretary will will calculate your commission. All right, they check the deals of that month and put into the pay slip, or the file. So you have to recheck with this. All right, to know if the final file is correct or not. Mostly, all right. Mostly when we check the deal, it's because when the client come to us and they have the problem with the account, on that time we will check. We will ask what is the account number that they have the problem with, and then you will scroll down here. You see this is the deal that belong to that client. All right, or you can click on the profile, and here you can see the full view of how many deals that the client have in this site. All right, if or for some case they come and they say, hey, I have a problem with the account number. Okay, they tell you the account number, and then you see there is no deals in here. All right, first you have to research. Where is the deals. All right, if they tell you, example, my deal is 90864 or whatever it is, and you cannot see on the profile, first you check on the number in this section. Here contain all the deal of everyone. All right, of everyone. So you will look for the deal number, and then you see, okay, here, like for example this number. Okay, this deal, you see it's on trading account. It's the deal is already created, so you will click on that. Normally if it's assist on the system, so please check again the email. All right, so they might use another email to contact you. So when you're looking for the deal, you will reconfirm with them. Hello sir, is it that you use this email to create the account with us? All right, check again. And also one more thing that I have to mention, that there's one more function that you can merge. You can join two account, two profile together for this situation. Like this guy, he come contact us, but he already create the account with another email and already buy or register with that email, so you can merge two account. You will have to get to the main one, to the main account. All right, and then here in this section, action, right, click on that, and below here you have merge. On this side you see this is the main account, and you will looking for the sub account. Okay, choose that, and when you merge, this sub account will join to the main account. Remember, on the contact owner will be kept from the main account. All right, so be careful to do that. You can only merge when you are the main account. All right, and this have to be on the right side. Come back to the situation. Yeah, so I will say again, you will have to check the deal. All right, if it exists on the client profile. If not, you search for the deal on sale and deals page with content on the deals. All right, if you fail to looking for that, if it's not exist, like this one, there's no deal match the current filter. This is your choice if you want to ask them again, reconfirm the account number, or okay, let's see one more scenario. That is the back team not yet create the deal. because the deal is created manually on HubSpot by people, all right? So sometimes they forget to do that. They not create the deal. So that's the reason you cannot do that. And your job is just like create the account. Remember, there is the first step before the account can be activation. First, they have to sign up for an account with us, and then they choose a package to buy. All right, then they pay for the package. After they pay successfully for the package, there will be an email sent to them that show their ID, also their account number, also the deal number and the password. All right, and also the contract. After they finish the contract, I'm sorry, uh, when the deal is created, and I will say again, when we send the contract for them and wait for them to sign, the deal will be on the stage of contract to sign. All right, sorry, I will have to get to the deal section. Here on the deal section, you can see the column that contain the deal registration. Is the deal for register the account. There's nothing to say here. The other deal is block or incomplete checkout. Normally, just like unfinished the payment, they did not finish when they do the payment. Here you can see the contract to sign. All right. If the deal on this column, which means the client need to sign the contract before we can activate the account. Okay, so it's stay. If the client not yet finished signing the contract, the account, they cannot trading on the account. Okay, there's no trading activity can do in the account, or I have to say in the trading platform that you already downloaded on the first day, correct? There is no sell and buy button. I mean, they can do anything on this account, okay, unless they have to finish signing the contract, and then the account will be automatically active. Then they can trade. All right. Also, if they on ready to active, which means the contract is already signed, it's on ready to active. Okay, but for somehow it's not activation yet. Remember, the activation is partial automated, which means after they sign the contract, the system will automatically activate the account. All right. I'm not sure how long. I just know this is like it's automated. And then the trading account, which means the account is already active. They can trade on the account. BOGO account is same with trading account. BOGO is buy one get one free. And termination, which means the account is terminated because they violate the rules. Or termination checking, which means when we asking the back team to recheck the account if it's correct for termination, the back team will drag to this column and then recheck the account if it's correct in